Chrome Drones. We've got a new one here for you. It is the Zoopa Riot 165, or the Zoopa Q Riot 165. It's an interesting little drone. Let's take a look at what we got here. You'll see we of course have a nice little remote transmitter. And we've got the drone. It's an interesting shape, kind of reminds me of something. We'll get to that. Looks like we got 8mm motors, so that means this guy's going to have a lot of power. But you'll see these almost ducted designs around the propellers. That means you can fly this guy inside, bounce it off the walls, and it's going to keep those propellers pretty safe. It's also good to keep your fingers from getting snapped up in there. So, like I said, this does remind me of something. It reminds me a lot of a big seller that we've seen before from UDI, the 818A. Now this is actually Discovery 2. I don't think this model's been released yet, but very similar design. You'll see that they've got that X pattern that we saw holding the propellers. This is an excellent drone. This looks like a little mini version of that. So let's see what else what we can tell you here. The remote's pretty standard. You got two buttons up here. Not a big fan of the placement. I'd rather see them up here. They're easier to get to. But this button here is going to make it flip. And this button here is going to make it switch speeds. The Riot here has 3 speeds, high, medium, and low. When this thing is in high gear, it is actually quite responsive. It is very fast. So that's a fun little drone to fly. The one issue that you will find with this drone is this shroud, this protective cover. When you get it outside in heavy winds, if you're flying outdoors, it's going to kind of get stuck in the wind, kind of like a kite, which is the same issue that we saw with the 818. So what did we do with the 818? This is the original version here. I cut them off. Well, with this guy, you're not going to have to cut them off. You can actually just you know, fold this over and pop it off, and if you do that, well, you'll see we've got a little LED light in the front. We're just going to go ahead and disconnect that. I've flown the drone like this as well. Without the shroud, it is incredibly fast and fun to fly, right? So you can put the shroud on, great for indoor flight. Take it out if you want something a little bit faster. This kind of reminds me of a bigger version of a E010 or 011. What do I do with those? I add FPV cameras. Why not to this thing, right? We've got this nice protective cover if we want to fly it inside. We take it outside, we put a camera on here, awesome fun. This little ride drone is a lot of fun. Definitely recommended. These indoor shrouds are nice because they bounce off of things. It keeps your fingers from getting bit by the propellers. Plus, Zoopa does a nice job of sending you with some extras, right? I've got these little tubes here, right? You can make little gates here to fly in between. Or if you're not really quite ready for that, heck, they even just made a launch pad, right? You get practice land on this. Take off from it better than taking off from the grass. So this Zoopa Q, fun little drone, fairly versatile. Check us out.